We've got a 2013 F-150 Lariat. It's a one-owner truck with 195,000 miles with 2 keys. We're going to see if the remote start works here. It's a cold start. So yeah, starts right up. This one's a 5-liter V8. I'm going to get in here. It's kind of a tight squeeze. So this one's like fully loaded. It's got like every option. AC works, nice and cold. Radio works. As far as I know, everything on this truck works, and we'll go through all the different switches and features. Make sure that they all do work. Rear parking sensors work. I think it's got front parking sensors. No, just rear, not front. There we go. This is the worst part of the video where it's just me moving it for a minute. So this is such a nice truck, but I'll try to nitpick everything I can. So starting in the front, there's a lot of little tiny rock chips in the front there, kind of all over. There's no major visible damage of dents or dings or anything like that. In the pictures, the paint looks kind of brownish, but really, looking at it, you know, it's really more black. But in certain sunlight, it looks more brown. But really, like right now, it's black. All the tires are really good shape. They all match, and they all have good tread. You see here, probably about 70% tread or something like that. There's no rust at all in this truck. As far as the body, the whole body is straight. You know, it's got the keyless entries. Even the paint right here is all in good shape. Usually it's all scratched up and scuffed back there. There's a little bit of paint chips on the edge of the door. You got some little scratches here, stuff like that. There's a scratch spot right here where you can kind of see. We tried to buff it, but it just didn't really want to come out. The rear tires are really good too. I got a spare. There's a little protective film on this little bumper that's like faded. There's a scratch here. So back here you got the tow package with the 4-pin and a 7-pin connector. And then a backup camera. It's got the bed liner. This is I'm pretty sure this is a 5.5 foot bed. The bed liner's in good shape. It's got a step here as well as one of these handles. Those are pretty cool. So all that works. And see, the bed liner's in really good shape here. Doesn't really look that used. There's a few little chips in the bed liner right there. a few scratches on this side of the bed here. Kind of, that's more like a scuff really. It's not in the paint. But there's some scuffs in here a little bit. And this tire matches the other side as well. And this tire matches, so all four are the same tires. All the rims have a little bit of this little spider webbing kind of fading. That's pretty normal for these. You see the roof is in good shape too. It looks like it's divoted, but it's just the fins, that's the design of it. They go down and they come back up. It's got this nice wood trim all the way around. And do the windows here. So all the windows work. This has power folding mirrors and they're heated. And both sides work as well. You got power seats with memory seats as well, and it goes front, back. The lumbar works, and it's got memory settings. And over here you got power pedals. They work. The motor's a little noisy, but they work. Leather's like very lightly cracked. And then on the steering wheel here, you've got the cruise settings, volume, Bluetooth. And here you can see there's no engine lights on. And over here you've got the different four-wheel drive settings. So you got four-wheel drive automatic, which I believe it drives in two-wheel drive unless you start slipping, then it kicks in. And there's 4 high. So it kicks in, and then put it in neutral and do 4 low. So there it is. Now it's in. Sometimes it needs to move a little bit to get the gears to sync up in the four-wheel drive, but it's in. And then here we'll feel the hubs catch and lock and engage. So we can feel the hubs binding up. I'll put it back in 4 high. So now it's in two-wheel drive. And it has a locking differential too, so if you pull this, you can lock the rear differential. And then now we'll get the AC going. So the AC is very cold, like instantly. It's got an integrated trailer brake controller. You can see here all the different settings it works. And then it's got dual climate both sides, heat and AC. And it's also got heated and cooled seats on both sides. No navigation in this one, but it's got Bluetooth, Bluetooth audio, AM, FM, satellite radio, Sirius, USB, CD, that kind of stuff. See, that's where, I think that's where navigation thing actually goes. Maybe it does have navigation, but it's just missing the SD card. So we'll get some heat going real quick. And the heat is like instantly hot. So the heat works really well. Turn that off.
Closer to the ones you love.
So radio works, power outlet, owner's manual. Most likely the little door code is in here too. It usually is. If not, it's easy to get that. But usually it's in here. You got little plugs in here. I didn't see the door code, but like I said, we can get that taken care of. And then shifter, cup holders. There's an auxiliary port somewhere, but I can't remember where it is on this one. And you got a power rear window. Power locks work. So on these F-150s, the floor is completely flat with no hump. So, meaning you can put this up and you can fit like a couch back here. You can put something flat. There's nothing to obstruct the load. You got your little gas funnel here. That's because there's no gas cap. It's just like a capless system. So there's that. I'm trying to remember. I think this comes, I think the jack and stuff is back here on the other side maybe. We'll go see. I think so. I cannot remember on these where they put them at, but I can double check. So looking under the hood, like I said, this is a 5-liter V8. It's really clean. You see, well maintained, very, very well taken care of. Runs very quiet, no aftermarket exhaust or nothing like that. As you can see, there are no dripping leaks such as a rear main or something like that. The ground is dry. The underside of the engine is dry. Well, that's the F-150. I'll end it with the rev the engine up a little bit so you can hear it. So, sounds as good as I've ever heard them. I did notice there's a little bit of scratching here on the little footwell. But yeah, that is the 2013 F-150.